that.
We'll do that.
It'll keep people on their toes.
Okay.
Okay. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Deep breath. Back with another Coast Church interview session. I don't even know. We should have came up with like a fancy title for all these, and like the Coast Sessions, or
maybe we'll come up with that later.
Maybe we'll throw it, in the intro. I don't know. So Brandon's been behind the camera helping us out filming these videos, and I've been sitting here the whole time just interviewing everybody. We've been having a lot of fun. I believe people's lives are being touched by some of the things that they're hearing in just real people's life. You hear me preaching, teaching all the time, but to hear people that are out in the church, serving, in different capacities, or just people that just are here every Sunday, it's pretty phenomenal. And Brandon and his wife Jamie and their little boy Caden are a young family. Well, you guys first started coming without Caden, but
technically,
that's right. She was pregnant when you guys first started. Yeah, so first, so he was there, just in a different place.
Capacity.
He wasn't walking around.
Just in a different capacity.
Yeah, he was being carried,
exactly.
But just carried a little lower. Yeah, and we love their family. Brandon's one of our soldiers, serving in the Navy right now, doing cool, top secret, cool stuff that we can't really talk about, and serve with the Blue Angels. We love this guy. Just a great guy, has a great heart for serving. And Brandon, tell us a little bit about your first experience coming to Coast Church. It's pretty funny, man.
Yeah,
I kind of enjoy it.
Yeah, it's actually a little bit better now from where we're at. But we first got me and Jamie when we got married. I was stationed in Jacksonville, Florida, and we were going to
we'll backtrack. You're from Florida, but
that's correct.
Yeah, Pensacola area.
That's correct.
Yeah.
I was stationed with the Blue Angels, like you said. I met Jamie actually in Pensacola when I was serving with the Blue Angels, and then I got stationed over working on helicopters. So we moved over to a slightly smaller church in Jacksonville, but still, 500-600 person capacity. Yeah. And then we found orders that we were coming out here, and so immediately when we got here, the church we go to in Pensacola was like 1,000 plus, and so we're talking about fairly large assemblies, stuff like that.
Well, I think a megachurch is anything over 800. Or 1,000. So yeah, megachurch.
Basically.
Yeah.
So we come out here, and that's just what we started looking for. So we started, every week we just try to find a different church, and obviously we're apostolic Pentecostals, but we're trying to find a spirit-filled church. So we go church and look for something that fits us, like something that we're used to. We're used to a bigger assembly. So there were a lot of good churches. I don't want to try to knock any church that we went to or anything like that. They were spirit-filled churches and stuff like that. It just didn't feel right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's great, but
sure.
we don't really belong here. So we'll just keep looking. You know what I mean? Maybe God will change our heart. We'll pray about it.
Yeah.
And we did that for a couple of weeks, and then Jamie was like, "Oh, I found this other church. We're gonna go there this Sunday. It's called Coast Church." I was like, okay. So we start driving, and as we get closer, I'm like looking around, like these buildings look kind of abandoned. So we pull up, and then it's like in the back part of this industrial park, little industrial park thing, and then it really looks abandoned back there. So I'm like,
this is Sunday. None of the businesses are functioning.
Exactly.
No cars.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I guess I should have led with that, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people around there whenever it's during the week.
Oh yeah,
there's a bunch of businesses.
Monday at 10 o'clock. Yeah.
But on Sunday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, there's nobody out there. So there's a few cars in the parking lot. So we back in close to the front door. I want to check my pistol, make sure that thing's good. Just in case I got to shoot my way out of here. I ain't trying to get blood sacrificed by a cult or something like that. I don't know about this place. And so we sit in the truck for a minute. I'm like, you sure you want to go in here? And she's like, well, we drove over here. And I was like, sure you want to go in here? Because I will go live stream. We'll just go back home and live stream.
Right.
So she's like, no, we're going to go in. So we walk in the door. And I just remember immediately the worship and everything like that was just immediately recognizable. So I was like, okay. Whew, okay.
Yeah.
Well, at least I don't have to worry about getting hemmed up in here. So
right.
So we go in, and it was awesome. like the praise, the worship. It was basically just like we were used to back home.
Yeah.
You know? But
it's something we forget, like when people walk into church for the first time, you know, maybe you've been checking Coast Church out online and you're like, I want to go there someday, but we forget how intimidating it can be to walk into a church for the first time and not know anybody there really. You know, maybe you checked it out online, so you kind of know, like, okay, they're going to sing some songs, they're going to preach and pray, and, you know, but it can be intimidating, man.
Exactly.
I mean, straight up.
But the thing is, we walk in there, and I just remember that it was like, including me and Jamie, I think there was like 10 people there.
Yeah.
Like, it was just, and don't get me wrong, like, there was more people that were coming, and just that particular Sunday, there were just nobody there. And, I mean, compared to what we're used to being.
1,000
you know
people.
What I mean?
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Like, you're just like, okay, well, I mean, this isn't really our thing. We'll praise and clap, and we'll do the worship thing, and then we'll keep looking.
Yeah.
And then as we left, Jamie was like, "What'd you think?" And I was like, "I don't know, it's kind of small. Like, I'm not used to being like rubbing elbows with 10 people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we were like, I was like, well, we'll just keep looking. But then, like, as the time went on during that week, and we were praying and stuff like that, and Jamie was like, I just feel like that's where we're supposed to be at.
Yeah.
So, like, that was the more we prayed about and stuff. Then we went back the next Sunday, and then after that, we just never stopped going.
Yeah.
So that was how we found Coast Church. It was.
We've grown a little bit since.
Oh yeah,
then.
yeah.
You know, yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, it was crazy because. And then we were going there for what, 2 years, 2 years, whenever we ended up having to leave the building over there.
Yeah, I think about a year.
And that was one of the times that we really got to see God work. And it was really crazy because if you don't know the backstory, we're sharing a church with another place. We're in Ventura. Most people, if you're watching this, you already know that. But it's super expensive out here, so a lot of times, especially when you're starting out, you just don't have a choice. I mean, you can't afford it. Yeah. And but they didn't want to share the church anymore, so they basically said, "Hey, you have till the first of the year to find a new place."
Which was I was
about to say, which is great, except for it's Thanksgiving. Yeah. You know, like we find out on Thanksgiving that you have a month to find a place to go. Yeah. So
and then the Thomas fire.
Exactly.
4 days later. Yeah,
exactly. And so, you know, like we move out and basically just watch it dwindle down to, I think it was me and Jamie and like 2 other families. Yeah. You know, it was like 4 or 6 people as we bounced around. I don't even know, every once in a while.
I remember the first time we have a picture of like the first time we came and prayed here. Like, we hadn't even finished remodeling, but we just had like a prayer meeting and like maybe one song here, and it was like 15 people. I don't know how many people were in that picture, but it was like 15. So it was down to yeah. I'm just saying, it seemed like on the average Sundays, like it had dwindled down. By the time we actually got here, like it almost looked like we were not going to be a Coast Church anymore. Yeah. And but then this place came open, and one of the things that I had said before is like whenever y'all said, you know, we got a storefront. Church in a storefront? Right.
That's not where you have. Who's going to go to church in a storefront? That doesn't make sense. It sounds like a horrible place for a church. That's horrible. I don't know. And then like
you were the only one, man. So
but the thing is, like the more we started thinking about it, like we're a startup church. You know what I mean? Like what would happen? You know, like just people walking by. Yeah. You know, like we're in a storefront. Like people will just walk by. You know, and
call it free advertising.
Exactly. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so you know, we start renovating the place, and you just constantly have people just stopping by asking, like as we're renovating. I'm like, maybe this wasn't such a bad idea after all.
I remember that.
You know what I mean? We're in here, I think, hooking up the AC, and just have people like, hey, is this going to be a church? Like, oh, this is awesome. Like, that's great that there's going to be a church right here, you know? Yeah. And I was like, well, man, dude, like the way I think about things is totally wrong. You know what I mean? Like God doesn't care if it's a storefront. Like if it's a storefront, good. Maybe that's where He wants it. You know what I mean? Like that's what He can use to bring the person, the alcoholic. I mean, we're right next to a liquor store. Right. I mean, that does not seem in my mind ideal. Yeah. But in God's mind, you know what I mean? Like that's what the guy walking to the liquor store needs, is to walk by and hear a praise,
that happened
worship.
Literally one day.
Exactly.
I talked to a guy walking down. He poked his head in. I was working down here, and the guy we talked, man, for 30 minutes. I prayed with him. And instead of keeping going to the liquor store, he turned around and went home back to his family.
And it's one of those things that, like, it doesn't seem ideal to the human, but to God.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's exactly what somebody needs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And same thing, like, where it's not just a liquor store, it's also the laundromat right there.
Sure, yeah.
People sitting over there for, an hour waiting for their clothes and like, oh, what's going on over here?
Hearing the gospel.
Exactly. Let me come over here and check this out.
It's worked out.
It has.
Yeah.
And it's been amazing, to be to have my spirit humbled like that. Where you think what should be going on. Like as an adult, no, that's probably not the best place.
Yeah.
Like, and God's like, hey, step aside.
Step
aside, young one.
Yeah.
I got you. You know what I mean? Like, don't worry about that.
Yeah. So man, you're kind of born and raised in church, going to church as a young person and all that, and you get in the Navy, and you're traveling around the world, on tours and whatever, and you spoke one time. You shared at our church some of the struggles that you had personally, and how you, in a moment, you were just trying to figure it all out, and I would say a real low point. And man, I couldn't even see that now because I know Brandon now, but just share a little bit about that story, and it leads into meeting your wife.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it's crazy.
It's pretty amazing
So
how God did.